What's up, everybody? This your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I got my co-host Theo on the line. Hey, Theo, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good, CC. How are you?
I'm good, and happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, man. Listen, another chance to bring some content to the people. Definitely, we love our legends when we get a chance to chop it up with them. So I'm excited to see what this legend can drop some gems on us today with.
Yes, I'm excited myself. So let's get into it. Go ahead and introduce yourself for who you are and what you do, where you from.
What's up, everybody? My name is Treston Irby, 1/5 of the '90s R&B platinum group HiFive. What's good? How's everybody doing?
Hey man, we great. Definitely thank you for taking time to chop it up with us, man. Being from the legendary group HiFive, man. Give us, if I ask you, like, what's your top memory from being in the group? What would you hit us with?
My top memory was having Prince walk by me at the award ceremony at Soul Train. That's one. I want to say another one is being on Arsenio Hall. That's another one. I know a lot of people may not know about Arsenio Hall. A lot of youngins,
Yeah.
But Arsenio Hall was late night TV. That you made it on him. You was on his show. You was there. And we did that about 3 times.
Okay.
But my last one, memorable. It's pretty much besides that, it's pretty much just performing, period, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just performing for all the fans, man. Everyone is memorable. Is a certain type of charge that you get. That energy, man. A brother can get addicted to that type of energy, man.
yeah, and they often do. I could definitely feel why that'd be such a charge for you. But take me back, man. Before you got a chance to rock with other legends, to walk past Prince, to be on Arsenio Hall, how did the group come together? What was the formation of HiFive?
Well, before I got there, like they was doing talent shows, and a guy by the name of William Walton, who was in another group, knew about Tony and knew about the manager who was managing them at the time. Brought Tony's name up, and then they did a demo, went over the jive, and that's pretty much how the story went.
Okay.
When it can, what I'm saying, when it comes to putting HiFive together,
Okay.
And this is about 88, 89.
Gotcha. How old were the group members at the time? Because I remember HiFive being a younger group. So I'm always curious as to the ages and how people came together at that point in life.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Tone was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
So just say 13 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
When they, I was 16 when I got there. So let's say 13 to 15. So they were pretty young. We all was pretty young, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But young kids living the dream, man.
Yeah. You sound like you were old enough to have a driver's license. You was the old man coming into that situation.
Well, yeah. No. I mean, I wasn't the thing is I wasn't the only one. There's a couple of them born. So yeah. So I wasn't the only one at that age.
So what was that like, man? Building up that energy, you know what I mean? Because we all start from somewhere, and getting to that point where those crowds are so electric for you. Obviously, being at such a young age to come into it and have so many people screaming and going crazy and singing the lyrics to your songs. Like, what was that feeling like the first time you got on stage, the first time with the group, and kind of you felt that energy. You knew that energy was probably more than something, of a regular show or a regular talent show. Like what was that energy like when you first got up there?
Was at a convention, a
Okay.
music industry convention. So a lot of big heads was there. So, the energy was a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? That's like performing at the Soul Train Awards with no audience, like no fans in the audience,
Okay.
just
Okay.
everybody in ties and business people, tapping their foot, if that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that energy was kind of that energy was kind of crazy. I talk about that. I talk about that in my book Hiatus,
Okay.
which is a #1 bestseller right now on Amazon
So,
for new release. So that's pretty dope. So people can go ahead and pre-order it. The books don't come out until June 29th, but you can pre-order it on Kindle right now, discounted rate. So go check it out. It's on Amazon. The name of the book is called Hiatus. So I talk about that a lot and how I felt being in that particular moment, looking at all these big heads and Jasmine Guy and all that right in the front. It's crazy. For those who don't know who Jasmine Guy back in those days was like the hottest actress, African American, red bone.
mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted a type deal. That's Jasmine Guy, man. She was, shout out to the sister. But yeah, so to be able to perform in front of your peers like that, yeah, the energy is a little different.
Yes.
Hey, that
And that
sounds
was my
like
first. And that was my first show. So yeah. And let's just say the show didn't go as planned either, man. But you got to read the book to hear about that. That shit was like the worst show ever.
hey,
Terrible.
it couldn't have been too bad, man, because y'all
Right.
obviously are here. So
Yeah.
but
Nah, it
definitely
was
sounds
bad, bro. It was bad, bro.
so no
It was
argument
bad.
about it.
It
Right.
was bad, yo. That first show was oh my god, embarrassing, bro.
But it got
Embarrassing.
better.
Yeah,
We
not
got better with time, but then it was already done.
yeah. Yeah, but obviously the potential for greatness was there because you guys are young kids in a pressure cooker situation. You're talking about you got Jasmine Guy staring at you. That's enough to make any teenager's heart pump. And you're right, Jasmine Guy was, she was the it. She was that Halle Berry before Halle Berry type of situation.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine seeing, a quote unquote sex symbol sitting there staring at me with a bunch of execs and me being a young kid and holding it together. So ain't nobody mad at y'all on the performance because, like I said, at the end of the day, it got y'all here.
I hear you, bro. But if you was on the stage with us, yo, like, what just happened, bro? What just happened, bro? It didn't plan out the way we rehearsed it, bro, at all.
Wow.
But and the illustrious career, because obviously, man, y'all put years, into the game. I'm sure there's a lot of moments that went lower, like you're saying, a little left than you expected. But what was maybe some of those moments that was a higher high than you probably expected going into it?
There was we had a lot of moments like that, man. Thank God, just being on certain tours, that's always a moment, like I said, living out your suitcase, living in hotels and tour bus. Being young and living out of your suitcase and being on a tour bus. I said they really don't do too much of that stuff like they did back in the days. Back in the days, like tours there was no going home. Like you'll go home, like, 2-3 days if you lucky, and you had to pay for your flight to do that and meet back 3 days later in another city. You know, tours back then was like, man, that was just, you know, that's just an experience of itself, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Every day a new hotel, new city, you know, just seeing the world and seeing different places was a blessing. Seeing, you know, just being able to see how people live in different states other than your own, you know, that's a blessing, you know?
Yeah, definitely a blessing.
Yeah, not
but
too many
I'd
people
like
can
to go
say they
back
do
to
that.
your, go ahead.
All right. No, I want to talk about what you want to talk about.
I want to go back to your book. Is this a bio book, or is this, tell us what we can expect out of this book? What's the motivation behind it?
This book, Hiatus, is a autobiography. You know, I written it by myself, for myself, and then I said, you know what, I think people need to. I could be able to help somebody with, you know, my message, or whoever does, you know, read the book, could probably get a message from it. I pray that people that read the book will receive something from it, and know that don't take God's grace and mercy for granted. And that's pretty much what I believe my book is about. There's a lot of certain situations that happen, and I'm here to write about it. So it's only but God who got me through those tough situations. Although right, wrong, or endeavor, thou shalt not judge. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely that type of book where, you know, it's jaw dropping. I believe it would catch a lot of people off guard, you know, when it comes to me. And also, you know, I wanted to have my own identity too, you know, separate from HiFive. You know, I'm always pumping HiFive, but you know, Spirit told me I got to stop pumping Treston Irby and do other things, you know, like acting and writing books and, you know, creating opportunity for other people to live their dream.
That's dope. That's a dope calling. Hey, give us, you know, don't give us too much of the sauce, but give us a couple teasers when they check out the book. What's a couple teasers they might kind of get into?
I mean, you know, we talk about, you know, a lot of things, sum it up pretty good. And let's just say that, you know, in the book, in the book, you know, names were changed to protect the innocent, you know, and the guilty. You know what I mean? so yeah, and also there's a lot of pictures in the book to go on with what it is that you read. It's an easy read, you know. I use it. I done the read. I've written the book in my voice, so it's like certain places where other books may have 14 characteristic words. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple, right to the point. You may see a LOL here and there. You know what that means. You know, so it's like kind of like a text, like a texting type, writing a book type method I use. You know, see a lot of shaking my heads and stuff like that. Something so people could, you know,
they can relate.
They can relate, man. You know what I mean? It's very relatable, you know, in these times too, but at the same time, still giving people who like to read that chance to read the book too, with, you know, because, you know, like when you text somebody, there's a lot of abbreviations now, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really read the whole word through, you know? So I think I found a way. I think I found a way to combine the two, and I did it.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I can't wait to read it. That's for sure.
Yeah. It really wasn't that easy for me to write it and to put it out. Because I was second guessing myself. I was. It was a time where I was worried about what people were going to say. When they do read it. And I had to know that once I put it out there, it's out there. You know what I mean? Then I have to also, once again, put other people's situations in thought too, as I was writing the book, because my truth is somebody else's truth. Whoever was there, that was rocking with me is their truth too. You know what I mean? So I had to be very, mindful of that, at the same time. And like I said in my my commercial that got out there, I say, what I say? I say the hardest thing about writing an autobiography is telling the truth, which that is, you know what I'm saying? Because but then when you start, if you don't tell the truth, you have to start, it takes longer because you have to start filling in stuff and lying and figuring it out. The flow is totally different, but if you speaking the truth and speaking the words of what it is, your pen goes faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have to go back and retrack and make sure that, once again, you keep in mind other people's livelihood too, where, you don't want to mess nobody up when you're doing an autobiography,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Lot of blurred pictures too, you know what I'm saying?
But I can imagine to go back and double check your own stuff, trying to tell your own truth, like you said, but blur out some other people to protect those innocents. That has to be a little dicey at points, to really get your message out there like you first intended to.
Facts. But I did it. I believe when you guys read it, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a copy of it. Because I want you guys to read it. Just give me a review on Amazon when you read it. You know what I mean? We'll be appreciative. It's a good book, man. It's a good book, man. I'm telling you, man. It's a good book.
I'll be done with it in about 2 hours.
Yeah, you might as well just have some popcorn, and just eat some popcorn. It's like I'm waiting it. Like they watching it on TV as they read it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's dope. It's dope. I'll put some time and some thought into it. You know what I mean? That a person can have.
Yeah. Now, Cece's an avid reader. She just says she'll knock that thing out of 2 hours, and I believe her. Me personally, I skim the highlights, and I'm looking forward to the movie, man. You got me already interested into the juiciness in there.
Hey man, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. People have approached me to do a HiFive movie, but it haven't been right. So I had to turn it down. Something like that got to be right. I'm out here in the country. But something like our story has to be right. It can't be done half-assed. Sometimes you must have seen a couple of shows where you go to Lifetime or something, and you see, shows on artists or whatever, and it's just like you just couldn't grasp it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. That can't happen. That can't happen.
Yeah.
We can't let that happen. So as soon as the right situation come around, so that we can make sure that we deliver the story the way it should be told, then and only then we'll do something like that. So, but I'm waiting patiently. The right person to come by, the right team to come by.
It'll happen.
With the right plan. And I pray that this book, charges that, that spark in people when they read it, to be like, damn, okay, well, if this is how he's seen it in HiFive, then how you gonna,
yeah.
how the other one's gonna feel, how they gonna see it, And shout out to my team, the whole group, you know what I'm saying? Billy Farouk, Shannon, and Mac, and rest in peace to my man Tony Thompson and Roger Poole Clark, who we just lost last month. But just want to give them a shout out and rest in peace to them and all that. So
rest in peace.
Prayers.
Prayers, prayers, prayers. Hey, real quick, before
up?
CC cuts me off to go into some of our ending things that we get into with you. Hey, take me back just real quick. How did those major hits that you guys put out come about, man? How did the I like the way those things that people definitely are still singing in their cars today. How did those hits come about with you guys?
It's fun. It's funny that back in those days the record company had a lot of influence on everything. The industry wasn't like it is today, where artists they come into the forefront with something. You want to partner up with labels. Back then, labels was just controlling everything. So that's how Kiss the Game and all the hits came about. They were sending us stuff that they already agreed upon doing it. And that's it. And plus, Teddy was signed to Jamba on the publishing, so that's how that happened. That's how Kiss the Game came about, and all. You working on the same team because we were signed to Jive Zamba RCA. So they used their in-house producers.
Okay.
And Teddy was on their team, as one of the in-house producers and stuff. Like how we did with R. Kelly. It wasn't us that suggested it. Was the record company that was like, yo, new cat, we're about to sign. And Robert Kelly. We got some, he's a producer as well. So I'll be doing some stuff. And they sent us good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like quality time. And, they did their thing.
Yeah. Now, definitely, I always like to know how the sauce is made because y'all made some magic, man. And every group seems like they got their own story about how that sauce actually came together in the pot. So good stuff, man. We love what you guys did, and we definitely looking to continue to support the works, man. We're looking to catch the book. We're looking to tell us what else you got going on besides the book in 2022.
Well, right now the book is the main thing is to get the book out, get the story out there, so people could go ahead and learn about Treston Irby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In between that, HiFive is in the studio right now.
Okay.
We got some dope collaborations that we're working on. We have a show this weekend in West Virginia. Next month we're gonna be with Boys to Men up in Thunder Valley. So, we staying busy. We blessed and highly favored as a group that we staying busy and we running our course, staying in our lane and doing what we do to the best of our ability.
There it is. Hey, we
Are you
got
doing a book tour?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the book tour as well. Just I don't like to say trying to, just mapping it out.
Okay.
That's got it. That part is that part. You got to map it out to where the most fans is at and everything, and go to places where it financially makes sense to pay for it to see the fans, because you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You pay for it to meet everybody to sell your book. So
right.
It's got to make sense. You want to do it where you're going to get the best turnout, or you believe you're going to get the best turnout. So all that's numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got to figure it out. But I will be though. I will be. I just don't know where's the first stop.
Yeah.
To sum it all up.
Looking forward to it when you get it together, man. I'm sure that's going to be a different brand of exciting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm like I said, I'm excited and scared and nervous at the same time. Let me not say scared, but nervous at the same time.
Yeah.
I got butterflies every day because June 29th is coming. You know, and I'm doing all the last minute touches. Before the buttons press and everybody could, and the book is just. It's just out there,
right.
Yeah.
So every day getting closer to the 29th is like, man, butterflies every morning. I wake up with butterflies every morning, man. Like, what the fuck? And it don't go away. If I don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
That's
it
excitement.
lasts me all day. Yeah, man, it lasts all day, man. Like right now, I feel like a little somebody in my belly tickling my inside of my belly with a feather.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm
Good
feeling that
stuff.
shit right now, yo. Right now, I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, that's how you know it's real.
That's
Yeah,
for
no
sure.
doubt.
Is it time for us to go into trivia?
It is. If you don't mind, can I ask one more question?
Sure,
Yeah,
go
man.
for it.
Come on.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. There is a big resurgence of our 90s R&B, especially artists coming up right now. So obviously it's a lot of cats in the game that are coming out with new projects, coming out with things like yourself, books, getting into different realms of it. I just like to know, I like to ask our vets, man, like what do you think is behind the kind of resurgence that's going on right now with the 90s? I know I have my personal reasons why I think, but I always like to know, people who've been there and done it, what their opinion is.
Well, I think it's life. Life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And they coming back full circle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation, which I don't have nothing negative to say.
Mm.
But their years, you only get a certain number of years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before something comes back around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like when Afros was in style, and then now that it wasn't in style. Now you're seeing people wearing their regular hair. You know what I'm saying? So things come back around full circle. So I just believe that, especially in the 90s era, most still have that swag. That 90s swag is different. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. And it's like I don't believe nobody that was rocking in the 90s gets old, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I still wear my baseball caps in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that I'm not the only one, and most of us are grandfathers and grandmothers, and have kids of our own and stuff like that. But I think that when you in that 90s era, you always have this certain type of youth about you. You know what I mean? So I think that that's what's going on as the resurgence of us coming back. Is just that, we can do it. And I believe that the fans and everybody looking for it. They want it different. They want to hear those harmonies now, that's done, right. They want to hear the singing, and they want that vibe, that R&B vibe from the 90s is just crazy, man. And yeah, man, it's something about it, man. I can't even. I'm just so glad that I was a part of it. I was a part of bringing that type of music to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful that I was a part of that. I can do that, man. That I did that I had something to do with R&B music, man, and making it what it is. And I'm just thankful to God, man, that He chose me. You know what I'm saying, to do that.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate you for all that you've done to add to and to push the culture forward, man. I'm definitely,
thank you, brother.
Like you said, nothing to say negative about the younger generation and what they got going on. Respect to all different sectors, but seems to be something special about that 90s that really touches people when they really get a chance to get it in front of them. So I'm excited at that resurgence, that wave of you guys coming back and doing new things and bringing back some of that old flavor to us, man. It's just that nostalgia and that familiarity. It feels good, man. It feels like mama cooking. Feels like big mama cooking.
Yeah, Big Mama good. Big Mama get down for us in the kitchen too. We all know that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's that special sauce, man. We like it. We like it,
man. That's the sauce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the sauce. But once again, I appreciate you guys, man, for letting me use your platform to reach people that may not know about HiFive, that may not know about Treston Irby, that knows a little bit about me now, that they want to go ahead and get the book Hiatus that's on Amazon that comes out June 29th. You see how I plug that?
Yeah, now we like it, man.
You gotta learn that. You gotta learn that. That don't come naturally. You gotta
we
be
know.
like,
You definitely got to plug yourself.
Yeah, before we get into our final question, CC, definitely, hey, Tristan, go ahead and give them the social media. Obviously, you want to push them to Amazon. Definitely, everybody go check out the book, pick it up, man, add it to your collection. But outside of that, any other website, social media you want to push them to?
Yeah, you go to the website, officialhifive.com. Also, you can check me out on Instagram, Treston Irby HiFive. On Facebook, as though I'm already hemmed up. So there's nobody. I'm already at 5,000. You know. And it's private at that too. Okay. But yeah, man, Instagram is just where it's at.
There it is.
And it's me by myself, so you know, I'm a holler, you know, that be me on it, you know. Treston Irby HiFive and officialhifive.com and bxmostwanted.com too.
Okay.
For real.
Okay.
Good stuff. That's
where we at. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you want an autograph book, the only way you can get autograph books, you have to buy it off the website.
Okay.
And I will be announcing that real soon. But you know, the pre-orders for that.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm happy. I'm excited, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Definitely. But we have a trivia game that we do. We're both going to ask you one question, but before we go into that one question, what advice can you give to our audience right now?
Audience advice to advice in what though?
We like our we like our stars to drop some gems, man. Whether it's a young cat coming up and
advice like being in the industry and stuff. Okay,
yeah, somebody that want to follow in the footsteps of the great Treston Irby.
Hey man, look, I just want to say, like, I was just saying that keep good people around you, and also do something that you love to do it, man. Don't try to do it just for the money, you know, because now you're slave to the money. You know, but if you do it because you love it, and the money will come, the product will be even better, and you get to enjoy the road to it. You know, I never understood. Learn I could pass it on to somebody else and perhaps stop them from making, you know, certain mistakes or whatever. You know what I mean? Keep God first too, and pray on everything, and be patient. Sometimes God ain't gonna answer you right there on the spot. We got to give him a couple of days because there's so many people he got to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Give God a break, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll get to you, though. You know, he'll get to you. You know what I mean? You just got to wait. You know? You got to be patient.
Yeah.
His way is always better anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you got to wait on hold on the prayer line.
Amen. But we have our fun fact.
Go ahead, Cece.
I'm sorry. We have our fun fact question. We both gonna give you one question apiece. I'll go first. If you could go back into time, what year would you go back to, and what would you do differently?
1991. I would have paid more attention to my contract.
Okay.
That's real. That's real.
Thanks.
Let me ask you my question. So obviously you guys have and continue to have an illustrious career. You guys have, covered and touched a lot of different people in the industry. What's maybe one group or one person that you know, I mean, if you could sprinkle that magic powder on it and think you guys could make some magic in the studio, who would that be?
It would be, man. It's a lot, man. It'd be H-Town. It'd be Silk.
Ooh.
It'd be, man, Troop. Tony. The list goes on and on and on, man. Like, I'm going back. Soul for real. Those are brothers.
Yeah.
HiFive and Soul for real. That feel good.
Yeah. Hey, if we can't get the Magic Crystal Ball to get y'all to do a joint together, I just want the tour. Give me the tour.
Right.
Yeah, the tour too. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
The tour is great.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of multi-generational panty dropping going on right there.
It really
you know what I'm saying? Everybody won't be able to do it neither, because everybody be 48 years old. You can't be doing it. You may want to do it, but you ain't doing it. You know what I'm
saying? They still gonna throw them at the stage at y'all, man. I just want to see.
It might be some big grannies ones now, but it ain't.
Lord.
You'll get them.
All right, well, hey, at this age, you gotta take what we get, yo. Take what we get.
Oh, Lord. But I definitely want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and to learn about your book coming out. I can't wait to read it. And like I said, if you're here in the A or y'all come to the A, let us know. We always down to come and support. And once I get the book and everything, I definitely will leave a review, and I can't wait to read it.
I appreciate it.
Definitely blessings for you for 2022. I hope things get better and things be the best that it could be.
There it is. Keep moving up.
Thanks. No doubt. Let's do it.
Go ahead and drop the book one more time. Drop it on one more time.
The name of the book is called Hiatus, man. It's the #1 best-selling book out right now on Amazon. So go check it out. New release.
There it is. Cop that Hiatus on Amazon, man.
That's right. Cop it right now. I got copyright. The book drops 29th.
There you go. Get the pre-sale. Get in on that.
The pre-sale is going right now.
There it is. Right. Check. And for those interested, man, check out the website. Definitely, if you want to get an autographed copy, he got that coming up for y'all. So that's exciting as well.
Right. OfficialHiFive.com. VXMokeOne.com. All right.
There it is. There it is. Peace and love, brother. Thank you.
Peace, brother. I appreciate you. All right, Queen. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Have a blessed
day.
Now.
All right, brother. All right.